Hi, I'm not Chris Yukis, and this is the NT Prep Preview. I'm Brandon LaChance, the new NT sports writer, and ready to, make a good impression on the Prep Preview this week. With me, I got Kevin Chlum and Jared Bell, and we're going to look back at Week 5 action and see what's coming up this week on the sports scene. It was a rough showing last week. We only had 4 teams out of 11 out of our football teams win, and they're going to hope to bounce back going into this week.
Yeah, it was definitely a rough week, but we did have some good showings for some of our teams. We had St. Bede that struggled in the first half last week at Riverdale, but really bounced back in the second half, shut out the Rams pretty impressively, shut them out in the second half for a 48-18 win. You also had Fieldcrest, who, oh, by the way, they continue to roll somewhat under their radar. They shut out Flanagan, Woodland, and it was their 4th straight win for the Knights, so a very, very impressive showing by both those teams.
Well, another team that's rolling is the Marquette Crusaders. They're 5-0. They have not lost to a Northeastern Athletic Conference team since they've joined the conference.
15 straight wins, isn't it?
Yep. And so they're 5-0, looking to probably go undefeated again this year. And then another team that is starting to get on a roll is Amboy-LaMoille. They had a rough start to this season, going 0-3. They've won their last 2, so they maybe turn things around for Amboy.
Well, and let's not forget, too, Marquette is on the cusp of the 2A polls, so I wouldn't be surprised if they're actually ranked this week and finally getting some respect across the state.
All right. Heading into this week, what are some of the big games?
Well, it's a big game out at St. Bede as you have their homecoming game as they will host Rockridge. Rockridge, you figure, is probably the top team in the Three Rivers South, so if St. Bede really wants to kind of prove itself to the conference and to the state, a win over Rockridge would be huge. You also have Mendota facing Rockford Lutheran, which is a very, very tough team. They are one of the top 2 or 3 teams in the Big Northern West Division. So another kind of game in which our local team can kind of prove themselves to themselves, to the conference, to everybody around the state with a win.
And another game that's not necessarily big in terms of a conference race or anything, but LaSalle, Peru, and Dixon. It's homecoming for the Cavs. Dixon's coming to Howard Fellows. Both teams will have 1 win. So this really is a must-win game for either team, and I think it's a very winnable game for LaSalle, Peru. If they win that, they could possibly, they have Streeter next week and Ottawa after that, so they can get on a little bit of a roll here if they win on Friday night.
All right. Other than football, we have obviously some other sports. We have the LaSalle Peru Boys Golf Invitational, and then we also have the LaSalle County Cross Country and Streeter. Now it's time for the NT Prep Preview Powerhouse Players of the Week. Alicia, please roll the tape.
Well, guys, our first powerhouse player of the week this week is St. Bede junior running back Justin Shaw. Shaw found the end zone quite a bit in Friday's win at Riverdale. He had 4 rushing touchdowns and a punt return for a touchdown, so he had 5 scores in the win. Had to be probably one of the quietest 5 touchdown games, too, because he didn't have a lot of yardage. He just made it count when he did get the ball.
Well, he may have found the end zone a lot, but not quite as much as our next powerhouse player, Drew Barth, the quarterback from Fieldcrest. Sophomore scored 6 touchdowns on Friday. He threw for 3, ran for 3, as Fieldcrest rolled to another victory.
All right, off the football field, Princeton senior setter Michelle Kelly had a very impressive week. On Tuesday, she had 17 assists and 17 points in a win against Hall. And then Saturday at the Reed Custer Invitational, she had 100 assists, 25 points, and 22 digs to help her team. Thanks for checking out this week's version of the NT Prep Preview. Be sure to check us out next week at www.newstrib.com/sports.